Leandre. Look at my big boy, y'all. This is 19 pounds right here. Heavyweight champion. Period. But yes, my boy is getting big, doing good. So y'all, we are at the 9-month checkup. Y'all, I think he's gonna get like 2 shots, but I don't know. But last time we got shots, it was bad. When I mean it was bad, it was bad. He was crying and fussing for 3 days straight. And no matter what I did, it did not work. So hopefully that this time it'll be better. And that he only getting, I think, 2. So we'll see. And also, I brought the Tylenol with us today. Because if he getting shots today, before we leave, I'm getting him a dose of this Tylenol so it can kick in for him. Because, they had my baby they had me like, this is not my baby. Why he is acting like this? This is not my baby. He don't be doing all this crying, all this stuff. He don't do none of that, y'all. So I was surprised, hold up. But then I had to remember, oh, he had all them shots and his body, you know how it goes when you get a shot, so. But hopefully this time, like I said, it's only 2, so hopefully it's much better for him. I don't know. We're going to see. Tell him, Bubba. Y'all, he is so happy. He's doing so good. I'm gonna give I'm not gonna update it right now, but I'm gonna give an updated video about him, how he's doing, all that good stuff, so y'all can know. Because a lot of people ask me how he's been doing and everything. So I will be dropping an updated video about him coming up soon. So stay tuned for that if you want to know how my boy been doing. So yeah. So right now we just waiting for the doctor to come in. And y'all know I got my coffee. Yes, it's been a long day. So I had to get me some coffee to wake up. Because we had this appointment and it's in the afternoon. I don't like afternoon appointments. I can't stand them. But anyway, so waiting to see what they're going to do. You ready? You ready for your shot? Are you ready for your shot? You ready for your shot? You ready? Because I ain't ready for you to be crying like crazy. But y'all, so stay tuned. What's up, y'all? So as y'all can see, it is a few days later, So I'm gonna just drop this this update because after that appointment that y'all seen, it just been crazy. When I mean it been crazy, it been crazy. So first start off, y'all see he went to the 9-month checkup appointment. What is on my shirt? I don't know. Okay, first of all, he went to the 9-month checkup appointment, right? And then he had got some shots. And before I get into that, basically when he was in the hospital with his surgeries and stuff, they didn't do the type of monthly vaccines or whatever for the babies and stuff, for the children. They don't do that. I mean, they don't do that, period. They were focused on his heart. That's the main thing. That's what they was worried about. So they wasn't worried about the vaccines that he had to take. None of that. So, y'all, last month he went and he had to get 2 shots, but it was 4 different vaccines in each shot. So he was alright that day, but boy, the next day, Leandre, he was not up for nothing, nothing at all. No matter what we did, he would not stop crying. He was very fussy, and I'm like, that's not my baby. My baby don't act like that. Honestly, when I tell y'all he really don't be crying like that, I mean that. He really don't be crying like that. So I was like, what the hell going on? So the doctor was like, oh, it's to be expected. Y'all, I had a baby, but my oldest son about to be 11. I ain't had a baby in a long time, so I kind of remember, but I don't think he was acting like that either. So It was just a surprise, basically. And so he got them, and he was like fussy for like 3 days straight, and then he was finally back to himself. But this time, after this appointment, he was all good. And then the next day, he just started coughing, sneezing, diarrhea, everything, throwing up, everything. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? And the woman, I would told the woman before she gave him the shots, I was like, oh, he had some crazy reaction. Like, I mean, like, he was very cranky and stuff after that. She was like, oh, well, these vaccines right here, they don't normally have no reaction. Damn if they do. Shit, he was like, y'all, it's been crazy. Like, he been like just throwing up, and like I told y'all, throwing up, diarrhea, coughing, sneezing, like everything. Like, so it's been a few days, and I'm like, the doctor was like, oh, it take a couple days. Like last time, it's just a couple days, he'd be good to go. No. And then like at night, the other night, his oxygen levels was dropping, and I'm like they were like keeping me up, because like it was just the machine was just going on and on. Like, they gave us a pulse ox, like basically at the hospital when they hook you up, they gave us like something like that, so we use that. I use that every night, because like if I don't, then I'm not gonna be able to sleep, because I'm gonna be worried about him to make sure he all right. So I used that. But like before, it wouldn't really beep when like maybe like once or twice, because he moving all crazy. But lately, after this stuff, it's been beeping like crazy. And I'm like, they talking about, oh, it's okay, it's just he a little congested. And I'm like, no. So this morning, I was like, oh, hell no, because my baby throwing up too much, that shit dropping too much, all that. So we went to my our local hospital today. Y'all, they done stuck my baby about 5 times trying to get some mother effing blood. Talking about some he dehydrated. I know when my child dehydrated. When my child was dehydrated, when he was in the hospital, he had got dehydrated, and his lips was purple. That little soft spot that babies have in the top of their head until they like one or whatever, his shit was sunken in like bad, and his skin was pale as hell, like he was Casper the Friendly Ghost type stuff. And I'm like, and that's when they found out, oh, he was dehydrated. So I'm like, I know my baby dehydrated, I know he's not dehydrated. So I'm like, what do they really need this blood for? Because they tell my son, we want to check his electrolytes and some other stuff. And I'm like, he not dehydrated. So they come to find out, they like I said, they did that. And then they had the ultrasounds and stuff, and they still couldn't get the veins. Like, anyways, to come to find out after that, he was not dehydrated. Like I said, he was not dehydrated. So they was like, oh, all this stuff is normal. Like, duh, I already knew that. So I was like, my main reason was taking him to make sure like none of that stuff had got in his chest, and like he'd be aspirating, none of that, and like make sure he had no type of pneumonia, none of that. So y'all, they checked him for COVID, they checked him for RSV, they checked him for all kind of stuff, and it was nothing. So they're just saying, oh, it's just a cold. So y'all, I don't know what to do. I'm hoping that he'll be all right. That if it is a cold, like I'm gonna continue to suction his nose, stay lean, all that stuff, and hopefully it will start to work for him, and that he will start to get better. Because, boy, I'm not trying to drive back an hour away to this hospital, because they seem to keep him every time we go for issue. So I don't want to do that. So that's why I took him to our local one. So. And they had called up there to talk to the hospital that he was at, and I guess they were fine with what they told them, so they just sent us home. So y'all just keep praying for my baby, because other than that, like, honestly, knock on wood, other than that, he was doing fine, like, good. So hopefully this stuff will just blow over in a couple days. And also the weather 1 minute is hot. So y'all continue to pray for him that he will get better and that this will just blow over. Because I'm gonna see I mean, he's still happy, he's still himself, but at nighttime it's like, I guess you know how it is when you sick, but at nighttime it get worse. So that's how it is for him. So hopefully, like I said, it will just blow on over and everything will be good. So we'll see. Just keep him in your prayers that he will be all right and that we will not have to go back to the hospital. I hope not. But we also have to follow up with his pediatrician in a couple days. They just want somebody to lay eyes on him to make sure he's straight. So yes, so that's what's been going on with him. And yeah. So y'all just pray for him, pray for us, just keep us in y'all prayers. That's all I ask. Like, I'm about to end this video because I'm about to go play with him and finish cooking dinner and stuff. So yeah. So like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Yo, get your girl to 1K. Like, I'm not that far away. Get me there, baby. Come on, it's free. Go ahead and subscribe, honey. Stop playing with me. Let me stop playing. But like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and y'all have a blessed and lovely night. Peace out.